Hello everyone, today we are doing a continuation of the BTS theory videos. Today we are starting with the MV Run Japanese version. Remember how the Korean version of Run ended? When Newton didn't close his eyes. Now, in the beginning of Japanese Run, we see Din opening his eyes. You see, we all know in the bathroom of some sort. Now, this video is basically all about the magnates trying to bring Jin back to life in the same way he brought V back to life. And Suga might be in on it too, I'm not sure. Let's go. There's RM in the phone booth. As you can see, it's open. Suga is all alone in a room full of broken glass. Remember, broken glass means broken promises, broken friendships, broken dreams. Now, in Korean Run, remember Suga and Jungkook had a fight. Let's see. And Suga basically decided to break things off with Cookie. He left the home, he left Cookie, he stopped socializing with him, except for and when the funeral came, he probably saw him but didn't say any words to him. So yes, broken friendships and promises. Here's Din, all alone in your room. Like I told you in the Japanese version of I Need You. V, it was in his desire alone to bring them back. Kind of made Din self-aware of what's going on with his friends. He's still dead. Let's make that clear. Okay? There seems to be water in his room. I don't know why. I don't know any symbolical meaning that could have. See? This hotel room is symbolic to V3 resource on the spell that Din did in undoing it. The room is full of walls. And guess what? V, he is crossing them out, some walls, and replacing them with new walls. You see what I mean? Now, earlier, in the very first time we see RM in the phone booth, he was actually holding the phone and they dropped it. Why? Well, there's three possibilities. One, V just told him what happened between him and his father. And RM is feeling a bit shocked at the moment. Two, V told RM that he's planning to bring Din back to life. Option three, both. And now he's like, what the heck? And I can't make out most of these words. This one seems to say dedicated to. This might seem to say something boys, I think. This pain. Who can live? I don't know. I want to give a guess at it again. Okay, there we go. See this? Well, the mark Muscle Man is he once died. The word die is crossed out. And a little below it says what live. Right here it says save me from. The word myself is crossed out. Also, look at the way B is doing, society across the room. Does it remind you of that prosecutor from Death Note? How over dramatic he was writing down all the names? Now Suga is picking up the mirror. He's going to look at his reflection, and he's not going to like what he sees. See, he just drops it. Now, in the Korean version run, V was in water. At first, he seems to be unconscious, then he wakes up and begins to struggle. We are going to see the same thing happen to Jimin throughout this video. He's in a tank. Now why is this happening? Well, but researching the spell, the boys have discovered that you don't have to make a life sacrifice to resurrect someone. Instead, you can sacrifice someone's happiness. So, basically, we're going to call that person the omelas child, because there's this book called Those Who Walk Away from Omelas. It's a short story about a city called Omelas. It's a perfect place. Everybody's happy. But the price for all that is to keep this one child miserable for his whole entire life. He cannot be happy. He cannot be so kindest to. BTS took inspiration from that book for this storyline. And now, Jimin, he volunteered to be the omelas child since he suffers from depression, so he figures, hey, what difference is it going to make anyway? So I might as well be omelas as long as it brings Jin back. Taeho is in a room full of feathers. Because he has decided the best thing to do now is to simply move on. He decided for now on, he needs to protect his friends. He wants to be the angel of hope. Basically, white feathers, they mean, well, specifically angels' white feathers mean protection, faith, and it's a sign that your loved ones are safe in heaven. So yes. See this? I will point out at youth is never coming back. Well, it looks like it says never, but you will notice that the E's don't have that one line there connecting all three of the tiny lines. And we are. For some reason. Not so that means anything. Here we go. Oh yeah, take a look at this. Never mind in bloom. Let's see if that means anything. But do you take the song Fake Love into consideration in bloom? I plan to follow any dream that would never come true. Remember that line? That might have a bit to do with it. try to rewind that bit. I know that happens fast, guys. See Cookie look down? Okay. Looks like that's not in the stomach. Let's say you couldn't even see that. It's not really. The Cookie, he had blue rose in his hand and he crushed it. Blue rose means caution, discreet, unattainable, impossible, mysterious. So Cook, he crushed it, he's destroyed it. He's blowing caution out the window. He wants to bring Jin back as well. So, yes, all three of the mock days are helping Cookie do that. We see no signs in this MV that Suga is also helping them out with that. But we'll see in the next video why I think he might have helped them bring him back. But I'm not 100% sure. Just might have, and he might have not. We have it in now, and now there's a butterfly painting in his room. That means the boys have just finished doing the spell. V falls backward in the water. Jimin is out the tank. Youth right behind, right on the tank, it says Youth is not coming back. And Jimin is looking up at the sky. He's been doing that since the I Need V video. He always looks up at some point. To help us fall backwards. Now look at the boys in it, the positions. I think it kind of looks like a butterfly. Don't you agree? static electricity. When I mix. Okay. All the boys are in limbo now. How did that happen? Well, Din has also been brought to limbo. He was taken away from heaven or whatever he was and taken and dragged back into limbo. How? Well, because of the people who cast the spell. So strange. Din himself sacrificed himself so that V could return. V has already died and been resurrected once. Okay, we're having flashbacks. Okay, Jimin. He's the Venus style. Jungkook. He has not had a near-death experience yet, but he does see the rose. I don't know how, but he can. Yeah, back to Jimin. Remember, Jimin is depressed, so I don't know if at some point he tried to kill himself and the envies never bothered to reveal that. Although there's some these notes things BTS have, and I don't read Korean, so I had to look up translations. I'm not sure how accurate they are. I have no way of knowing, but according to them, Jimin suffers from seizures. So maybe one seizure actually almost killed him one time. Maybe he was dead for a few seconds, but then resuscitated back to life. Maybe. And now Suga. Remember when he set his room on fire? Well, he was definitely dead for a little while now. But then he was brought back to life. Either by CPR or those electrical things that the doctor slammed into you. The point is he was dead for a few seconds. Now, this combination of strange people coming together to cast this spell affected the spell in a very strange way. So instead of bringing Din back to life, the spell instead dragged Din and all the people he was closest to limbo, which is why RM and J-Hope are here as well, even though they had nothing to do with the spell. I think J-Hope was even completely ignorant to this. He didn't even know that was going on. And now he's in limbo, thinking, how the hell did I get here? Poor boy. See, now this is why I think Suga might have been involved in casting the spell as well, because of the photos we saw on the ground set on fire. Suga has a lighter. In his hand. Even though did set the lilies on fire. And in the short films, Awake, we see Din set lilies on fire again, and he turned into photos. So, That's why I'm considering the possibility that Suga was in on it as well. Notice how Suga is dressed in black and white. Suga, Jimin V, they're all dressed in black and white. The three people who, in theory, have all experienced death at some point. The V being the only one who literally died. Stayed there until he was resurrected back. Like then. Now Cookie, even though he's also one of the people who cast the spell, he's dressed in brown and black. Why? Well, because he's never experienced death. But he does have the ability to see into other worlds. So he's also strange in a way. Oh yeah, and you see feathers floating about. In this case, because even though they're in this crappy, uncertain situation, he's certain that they're going to make it out this fine. He has faith. Now we see J-Hook. There were drugs on the floor. Let me have to put this closer. Now, J-Hook is the angel of hope for them. He's symbolic to that. So he ditched the drugs. He's not going to use them anymore. He's going to protect his fans in this strange situation they're in now. Somehow. So it's semen. He knows that he's wet. Now everybody's running around looking for Den and also an exit. You see TV. Somebody is watching them. Surveillance tapes. That's what I think they are. Okay, we then under leaning down. Now they're out of the maze. I run to the maze. Why does everything look so close up today? Did I accidentally click zoom? Forever we are young. Even when I fall, I help myself. keep running towards my dream. Forever we are young. Oh, and the road says forever. And so I'm so lost in this dream maze. Forever we are young. He looks up at the sky, it sees an airplane. Notice how he's the only one who looks up. Not little. So the summer got what they wanted. So what's in now? But they're all stuck in limbo. Now, fire. Now, other boys, they're still in limbo. The fence said youth. Suga is the first one to notice the Green Reaper. Yes, that's what I believe it is. Generally, I'm not making fun of the clothes. I generally believe that is a Green Reaper that has come to see the boys. See, notice that thing right there? The music player? You see it's burning up? Well, the plan, in order to escape limbo, they have to blow everything up. Basically, that's what this envy is all about. Who wants to bet that was Suga's bright idea? Now, here he is pretending. Now, the Green Reapers are not going to let Jin go. Okay, he's dead. He's not supposed to be in the world of living. He needs to stay dead. He already took V's place. They can't be going back and forth all the time, whenever they please. So Suga is pretending to make a deal with the Grim Reaper, just to set him up. Fire. Now they sing about fire, burning hot, basically on the walls. Then you see Cookie driving around the Grim Reaper. He's making sure it doesn't escape over the others. Now you see V, as you can see it. Now you see V, Ione, Jen. This is symbolic to him trying to breathe Jin back to life. So it looks funny, doesn't it? Now we. Why does everything look so big today? Okay. We saw the fire. The bike set on fire driving by. That means Cookie doesn't need anymore. That when we was dead. The demon looks up and he saw the plane. We see V playing a game. He says this car on fire. And we're going to see him do it in real life as well. See? You feel sound fun. Now here's the ultimate bomb they're going to use to blow all the Grim Reapers up. I got no idea what RM is dragging though. Now, why are the boys performing a concert basically? Well, it was to bring all the Grim Reapers into one place. Get them all into one place so that he could blow them up. Suga says, I'll forgive you. That has nothing to do with the fictional storyline they came up with. I think that's more so aimed at all the haters in real life who hate on them. So, yeah. that looks kind of blurry there. Okay, so boy meets what? Remember those words. Okay, now we don't have to see the whole entire video. This particular one is mostly just the song that matters and a little bit of the visuals. Now, this is the end we saw after all the boys blew everything up. They're still trapped in limbo, wondering was blowing everything up a bad idea? Why are we still here? So yeah, now they're just running around aimlessly, looking for an exit. Like I said, and that's our doors too. Like I said, it's mostly the sonic or the metal, but you can read all that on your own time. Okay. Okay. Now the boys right here. A lot of people say it's in the Blood, Sweat and Tears Japanese MV when all the boys realize the other roles. I disagree. I think it's right here that they realized it. And dope. Okay. They've seen roles, all kinds of roles, and different versions of themselves, living completely different lives from the other dimension. Look, Jimin is some kind of professor, I guess. I'm not really sure what the heck he is. But Cookie, he's a cop. J-Hope is like a race car driver. Suga,